off, looking at your story, you started off financially broke. Then you end up in another kind of broke, being a battered wife at the age of 28. There's another form of broke that you had to deal with. Where did your strength lie in overcoming that?
At that time, I went through like any other battered wives syndrome, and I felt kind of ashamed, to be the battered wife, and I kind of tried to find maybe I was guilty, and I was the one who was induced to the beating, and I was trying to hide that, but my pride was so devastated. So I even thought about taking a revenge, and the only revenge I could think of was killing him while he was asleep. And that thought kind of, fantasizing and keep on coming back. And later on, I was getting more scared of me than him because I could really take an action, and then I become a murderer. So, when I saw my little baby, who was only, at that time, before I signed up for the military, she was only 5 months old. And when I looked at her innocent eyes, and I said, no way, he's not worth of taking revenge to destroy all my daughter's future and my future. So not to become a murderer, I became a licensed killer. I joined the U.S. Army. So,
you can take out your aggression on everything else, So I like the examples that you're giving because, though you may have wanted to give up, you thought about killing your spouse, and you use that same energy, that same drive, that same determination, as we say. You took lemon and made lemonade, and you used the peel and made zest. You used the entire lemon. And then you went on ahead, and it says here, you have a great story on your website. I'm so impressed with it. You later retired as a U.S. Army major. Received your master's at 43, and then your Ph.D. at 57, both from Harvard. You can see the determination and the will. And I want to ask if there was that you could tell our listeners, because we have listeners that are broken in the same areas. It may not just be financially. It's broken in heart, broken in spirit. If there's a message that you can give to our listeners about picking yourself up from the state of brokenness, divorcing brokenness, what would you say was a defining factor in your life? Was it your daughter? Was it looking in those innocent eyes, or was it, what was it?
Well, not only for that, the innocent eyes. That's so powerful, really. If you have any feelings for your children, they'll use them. But, that could be very powerful. At the same time, we have no choice at birth, and we have no choice from dying, and we have only one life to live. But we do have a choice how to live the life it was given to us. It's almost like opportunity, someone gave us present, saying, see what you can make of, And so that when I have that, although you were just I made it up. And that's a reality anyway, but I used that to empower me and keep on bringing me from the giving up mode or, the hate mode, and to change that to positive energy, to give me the strength to become a better person, or getting things I want, not only for me and for my daughter. And even I used to, mission. I told myself, you were born with amazing mission to save people who were born like you and being discriminated and being at the bottom and despair. You are born to save them. I just told myself. And, at first I laughed at it. But when you keep on talking to yourself, and somehow your personal image, it kind of changes, shifts. And, like your show, the attitude shift, and that perception shift and attitude shifts, and somehow the people around you, the way they treat you, shifts. And life becomes more manageable and more easier to, to live on and become a little more hopeful. And that's one of the, method I used to give me strength when I got out of that, battered wife situation. And looking back, and whenever I have some more difficulty, and I look back to those times, how I got over with that kind of, difficult times, and I am so grateful I got over those times. So I tell myself, when I'm in another difficult time, I say, see, the choice you made in the past, how amazing road possibilities opened up for you. So I kind of encourage myself and not to give up and come out of depression or despair. And you didn't read anywhere. I had hepatitis C, and that was turning into liver cancer. I even got out of that one too. I'm recovered. So all those, the past overcoming, I used all those, to encourage me to come out. And even I thank to my ex-husband for beating me, because that encouraged me to sign up as a U.S. Army soldier, and that opened an amazing avenue for me. That's how I went to